Hey everyone, this is Flak88. Welcome back to Operation Barbarossa. This is going to be our turn 4 combat recap. So on behalf of my partner Captain G, I will discuss and go over some of his objectives and accomplishments this turn. So swinging down here to the south, you can see this nice stack of artillery here. They pummeled my remaining offensive units here in Prekop, and to the point where I had to pull those back, as well as his Axis minor units that were able to take the western banks of the Dnieper here, which was a good move on him. He was able to move over here to the east side of Kiev, where he has a large air force. I believe that's this one up here. He's got his, that's this guy here. Large air force. All his bombers and fighters are still stuck in the mud, which is interesting because mine were also stuck in the mud. They're in a city zone, but they are not at an air base. So still stuck in the mud, which is unfortunate because I was not able to move them out of harm's way. They are under a lot of stress there from this recently taken Kharkiv West. So we have a ton of armor here, we have a ton of armor here, we have a ton of armor here, we have a ton of armor here. So this whole center is getting to be, zoom out a little bit, this whole center is getting to be pretty full of fast movers, which are quite easily shifted up into this non-defended center. So once again, our victory objectives are Baku or Moscow by turn 12. So luckily for the defenders, weather is slowing it down, rivers are slowing it down, cities are slowing it down. So right now we're stuck on the cities, but we just rolled good weather here at the end of turn 4 for turn 5. So unfortunately these can all move too. We're in danger all the way up here to Libny as well as Orel. This whole center could fall very quickly, but there's a factory here that's a source of Soviet income as well as production, and fortunate for the defenders, this area is still pretty full of rivers and whatnot. So those rivers really slow down the two moves, puts them down to single movements per turn, which is very helpful. Turn 5, so we're looking at 7 more turns to get one of those objectives. So we are approaching mid-game, but the defenders are now tapped out on their call to arm infantry, but we are at full income. So we pan up here to the north, we can see that the Axis has pulled back. They have a large force over here in Kronograd here. I think that's how you say it. Konus? I think that's Konus. So the Soviet defenders have also shifted down, but due to the mud in turn 4, they were not able to move very quickly, or for that matter, do any large logistical moves. So a lot of these trucks were able to do a lot of good. But luckily for the Axis, they had a ton of trains. They were able to repair bridges across this across this river, where I had damaged all these bridges, and repair rail to shuffle in resources here into the center. So from there, we're looking at a plunge south or a plunge up the center. It's looking like a pretty good game here so far. Yeah, as far as the Soviets, we were able to withdraw from Crimea. We were able to withdraw from Prekop and Donetsk here, consolidating and moving our forces down here. We were at danger of encirclement here from the north and from the south. If that would have happened, these infantry, this I think had 11 infantry there, they would have been practically useless due to the encirclement rules. So we pulled them back and consolidated, and then we built up here in Kharkov to help defend our Air Force, which is, I would say 90% of our Air Force is stuck there in the mud of the city zone, Kharkov East. So, that is, in a nutshell, the Soviet defense. We did pull back out of southern Smolensk to the north as well. Looking at an immediate danger here to the south. But we did bring those forces down from Leningrad, Pskov area. That is a large Soviet army. Hopefully we can squash out, I think that's Guderian's army group there. I'm trying to remember Captain G's army group names and commanders, which are for fun. They are not part of the game. They are for fun. So, but as we say that this game is for fun, that is the purpose. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you are enjoying this rendition of our edited rules. Look out for this rule set in the future. This will probably not replace the original rules. This will be an option in addition to the original rule set, which we are calling a YouTube friendly and quicker playing set of play. So I hope everyone is enjoying, and we will catch you next time for Turn 5. Take care, everyone.